What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back to talk about an interview that I just saw Miss Robyn Dixon, honey, of Real Housewives of Potomac. She did an interview with a YouTuber by the name of Enchanted PR Online. Y'all go check out that lady's channel. She does some pretty good celebrity interviews. And it was very interesting what Robyn had to say about some of the Potomac girls. So I'm going to play the clip and I will be in and out with my commentary.
You and Giselle have a beautiful friendship. Ashley and Monique looks like are starting to have a friendship. When Ashley defended Monique, and that this is just a whole, it's unfortunate, but I think it's real. It happens a lot in female friendships. We've seen it happen on other shows, but I think the breakdown and what the Candace Monique, issue has spread throughout the group, and we see Ashley trying to be a good friend, and you guys kind of gave her a little bit of shade for that. Why did you guys have that response to her coming to Monique's aid? And kind of standing up for her and writing out, what happened from her own experience with Candace?
Well, first of all, I just thought it was crazy that he countersued. And so first we're dealing with the shock of the fact that she countersued, and it's like, what are we countersuing for?
Right.
And then you go to, Candace writing a statement where, Ashley writing a statement. And it felt like it was more, she did it because it did feel like it was more revenge against Candace than in support of Monique. I would have had no problem if she wrote a statement just saying how wonderful of a person Monique is, or how great of a friend she is, or how, this incident was out of her character. Like, I would have had no problem with that. But when she says, I didn't want Monique to go to jail. Well, on the flip side, so did you want Candace to go to jail? Because if Monique was pressing, second degree assault charges against Candace, well, then Candace very well could have gone to jail as well.
Yeah.
For me, I would have preferred it to have just been either a straight witness statement, if you were there and what you saw.
And really quickly, honey, we know damn well Ashley's ass was in the bathroom when the fight occurred, and by the time she came out, wasn't it like over pretty much? They had separated the ladies, I believe. So Ashley, we know that Ashley is in an alliance. This is not a friendship that is taking place between her and Monique, okay? This is an alliance, because Monique got the motherfucking tapes of Michael grabbing the ass at her little rainbow party, honey, okay? And she go sell them mugs for 59, not that 5. I love saying that line, honey, from Menace to Society, honey, okay? Okay, and really quickly, guys, I want to read one of the comments that was made under this video. The person says, I love the friendship between Robyn and Giselle. I was hoping Monique and Candace would develop a friendship bond like that. I think that's kind of what we all kind of wanted, and we have been sadly disappointed, but, they were never going to have that type of bond because Monique, she just couldn't help herself. She wanted the acceptance from the ladies of this show, and she was willing to throw Candace under the bus. Y'all check out the videos that I did on Miss Monique, honey. The videos do not lie, where Monique kept throwing Candace under the bus, just to get in good with these girls. She does not have that type of loyalty. So, that's what I had wanted, and that's what I thought, when I saw their friendship blossom as well. But, that is not what we got. Recently, we have all been talking about the fight, but, this was a build up, okay? This was something I feel that was destined to happen. I don't care what anybody has to say.
A character statement, not someone who actually try to tear the other person down. I mean, none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes. And the incident that Ashley, happened between Ashley and Candace, no one felt threatened or it really that serious.
See, this is my issue with this situation. With Ashley saying that bullshit, now you got people that are Monique fans that are now, going around with that bullshit and saying, oh, well, Candace is violent too, and she pointed that knife. We know why she pointed that damn knife at that girl. And it was to get her raggedy poodle, curly-haired ass up out of her home. That is why she was waving the butter knife. None of them women felt threatened. If they did, they would have got their ass up and left, or somebody would have called the police. Ashley tried to make Candace seem violent, and Monique used her and manipulated her by having her do that. Do you see what I'm saying? I already told y'all, if Monique felt like she was right about her behavior with Candace, then Monique wouldn't have needed Ashley and wouldn't have had Ashley bring up anything that happened with Candace, because whatever happened with Candace and Ashley is very different from what happened with Monique and Candace. But see, Monique was desperate. Okay? She was very desperate to try to get out of those charges. And, I understand that, but sweetie, there are consequences and repercussions when you can't keep your damn hands to yourself, honey. Okay?
It seemed like Candace was out of control. It seems like Monique is out of control. It seems like both of them have very, very, very quick tempers, and they...
Girl, bye. Candace ain't put her hands on nobody. Okay? We're not gonna do that. We're not... Do you see what I'm saying, you guys? How Ashley's statement has... I don't know, it just has manipulated this whole situation into making it seem like Candace is just as violent as Monique. No, she ain't put her hands on nobody. She ain't threatened nobody the way Monique has. Monique has been threatening people on this show since she's gotten on here. Now, some of it, I will admit, some of the people may have deserved it, okay? But it doesn't matter. You still threaten those people. You still threaten to punch somebody in their face. You said what you said. You put an umbrella up to somebody's throat. Okay. And yeah, Robyn, was wrong, with that incident, but still, there was another way for you to handle it, Monique. You could have walked away, and you did not do that. You want to make Candace look bad. You are willing to assassinate her character just to escape responsibility for your bad and violent behavior. That's basically, what you are doing. And to me, for Monique to have Ashley make the statement for her, to me, it just makes her look even worse, you guys. It really does. It lacks accountability. It lacks responsibility, because like I told you all before, one situation doesn't have nothing to do with the other. Those are two separate incidents. And a lot of people are saying, well, that's why the judge threw it out, because it's some BS, and y'all keep flip-flopping. I'm going to stick with my same story. Monique was wrong, okay? She was the wronger. Look, if that's a word, honey. She was the one that escalated this situation because she has some violent tendencies, and she wants to have this perfect Patty image, and I think she feels like she's justified, and she's cleared that all up on the reunion. And I slept like a baby. Did y'all see her little tweets on Twitter? And the reunion, Giselle got dragged, and I do want to see Giselle get her ass dragged. I do want to see that, honey. Okay. But bitch, you still are violent. You still are out of character. You still are the only woman on this franchise that is immature and does not know how to control and contain themselves. Okay?
Get extremely riled up. Like, I could never see you or Giselle doing any of that. Like, they both are very hot-tempered people. So I'm saying, if somebody came after me with a butter knife and was talking, like, I probably would say something about...
Do you see what she's saying? Oh, she came after her with the butter knife. Did she come after Ashley? Did Candace come after Ashley, or did she tell Ashley to get out of her house? We're not going to misconstrue that situation. She needs to rewatch that episode. Seriously. Because to me, it's kind of irresponsible to even make that type of comment, because that's not what happened. Whether you like Monique, whether you like Ashley, whether you like Candace, you hate Candace, whatever, what happened is what happened. What happened in any situation is always neutral. Anything else is an opinion. But she told that girl to get out of her house. And when she put that knife down, she threw it down. If she wanted to cut that girl, she would have cut that bitch. Okay, and where I'm from, she would have had every right to. Because if somebody tell you to get your ass up out, that's what they mean. Get up out my house, girl. And then the bitch brought her trailer park trashy ass back up in that house. Where they do that at? Okay, you don't do no stuff like that. And Ashley did that. Because she does not have any manners. She lacks morals and values. She does not have any standards. Look at her whole marriage to Michael is a sham. Okay? It is. Her mother knows it, and her mother is willing to pimp her daughter out so she can play that role and get that money. That's why that girl went and got pregnant again. Why would you get pregnant with a second child and your husband is out here running amok, cheating, acting a fool, and every season he's embarrassing the hell out of you? Why would you want to bring a child into all of that chaos? But see, when you are willing to compromise your sense of values and standards, and your mother, didn't raise you really to have any morals, and you live in a place of fear, you will succumb to marrying a man like Michael and putting up with his bad behavior. Okay, because you're like, well, what other choice do I have? And I say, bitch, get off your back and make your own way. And you've made your own way, Ashley, on this show. You could have just kept it at one baby and kept your ass moving along. That's not what you did. You about to bring a second child into a chaotic, deteriorating marriage. You're a fool. You don't have my respect at all. That's why, we got to quit selling our souls for some money. Yes, you can marry a man that has money. Make sure he look like something, too. Don't get no old, ugly, white, decrepit ass fool like Ashley did. She act like she couldn't get nobody else. Shit. Probably can't, though. Can't get nobody of substance, because you would have to be of substance to get somebody with some. Now, how you doing on that, honey?
Them too.
I think it's kind of important to point out, if you all, we were all sitting there when Candace had the butter knife, and none of us thought it was a threat. It was more, I call it theatrics.
Thank you! Sorry, y'all, I'm getting a little carried away, but thank you, Robyn. This is when I like Robyn, you guys. When she's just telling the truth. None of those women felt threatened. How do we know they didn't feel threatened? Because they didn't get their ass up to leave. No one called the police. Yes, they did try to get her to calm down. Okay, she was angry, rightfully so. She's in her house, and Ashley is saying what to her? This isn't your house, this your mama's house. And Ashley, your mama don't have no house. She has a tent. Okay? That's what she got. And anything else that she has, your husband bought that for her. And he got sick of paying her bills and her man's bills. So Ashley, I don't care what anybody says, is very jealous of Candace. She's jealous that she came from a lap of luxury. Her mother is educated. Yes, Dorothy may be narcissistic, but Dorothy is college educated. She has her own business. And what does Sheila have? What does Sheila have? Nothing. But some bad-ass, played-out ass wigs. That's what she got. That she lets Ashley wear from time to time. I'm just saying.
Because she literally was just waving it, hitting it on the table.
Thank you.
And then threw it at the floor.
That's right.
I wouldn't even say threw it. She tossed it at the floor.
Come on.
So it would have been different if we were all sitting there. We're like, oh my God, she threw a butter knife.
That's right.
None of that happened. And so that tells you that that incident in that moment was really not that intense. It was more theatrics. It was nothing that we even...
That's the same thing with Candace and, her going back and forth with Monique and twirling around. That was Candace being theatrical, and that is what they do on these shows. Okay, that doesn't give somebody like Monique license to try to fight her. That's a coward's move. Because like I kept telling y'all, she was losing the argument and she wanted to set Candace straight.
The next day thought was something to talk about. Where, you know, the incident at the winery, it was very intense. There was a lot of emotion involved in it. And it was shocking. So it was two different.
Yeah.
You know?
Do y'all see how she compared the winery? The winery is Monique, and she was out of control. Okay? Running amok, acting a fool. Already got the best of that girl, pulling her hair. And then they kept yelling for her to let that girl go. Once they separated the two of them, she couldn't handle Candace's mouth and wanted to fight her a second time. Okay? So, you got that situation and you got Candace pointing that knife, telling that bitch to get up out her house. Two different situations. But you got Monique out here in the public, I should say, in these internet streets, doing these damn interviews, trying to compare the two. Candace is out of control, and see, let me make her behavior look like my behavior. That way my behavior doesn't look that bad. Bitch, you got the wrong one. That's not how I'm gonna see it. Because I've seen what happened.
So I know people say, oh, she had a butter knife, but like we literally were there and we were just like, girl, put that butter knife down. Like, girl, stop making a scene. Like literally making a scene. That was it.
Yeah.
So
do you think they'll be able to, because they both seem very stubborn, do you think they'll be able to work things out, the two of them eventually?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't, and I hate to say that because anything's possible, but I'm not confident that that's possible.
Now, if you let Monique tell it, Monique will say, oh, well, we can't work out our issues because she went legal. No, she went legal because it took your punk ass too long to apologize. Because remember what you told Wendy and the rest of the girls. I don't have any remorse, and I'm still upset. And she threw a drink in my face. Okay? So, you didn't take any accountability or responsibility. You having Ashley write that statement, once again, was you not taking any accountability or responsibility? That's your ass trying to get out of what you did. You comparing the winery incident with Candace pointing that knife at Ashley, telling her to get out of her house. That's some more semantics to throw the viewers off, the stupid viewers, the people that are in support of you and your bullshit. Okay? And I don't want to say it's all of Monique's fans, because there have been quite a few of you that are Monique fans that have called her out, that, see that she's trash and she was wrong. Okay, I didn't want to throw Monique away, you guys. I really didn't. And I like Monique. I didn't like everything about her. She's not perfect. Nobody is on that show. But I kind of wanted to be one of those people that wanted to say, hey, the girl made a mistake. You guys know I like Candace more, but I still wanted to be fair with Monique. I got to the point where I couldn't do that no more, because you out in the public lying. Now you got Ashley writing statements for you. Now you trying to compare different incidents that don't even measure up. You keep pouring shit. The statement is, just because you pour sugar on shit, don't make it pancakes. Okay? And that is what I see, when I look at Monique. Everything is an attempt to make herself look better to the public. And, we see who you are. And, unfortunately, we don't just have this incident of you fighting and acting out. We now see that you're a liar and you're a manipulator, and you will flip things, just so your name is cleared. And I don't respect that. So, you're a very pretty woman, but I can't respect you, Monique. Sorry.
A lot of damage done, not just on the show, but all of the media and social media and
y'all hear Robyn, she's talking about all the damage that the fight has did to Candace and Monique, and why they may not be able to ever come back from this. I don't see them being able to come back from this. I just feel like it has just gotten worse. And it's far bigger, you guys, than you all running around here saying, oh, it was just a fight. I'm so sick of talking about it. And part of the reason why everybody keeps talking about it is because it keeps being flipped and turned and tossed like a damn pancake. Okay? That is why.
Kind of stuff. It's a lot.
Yeah. Do you think that Monique, because to me it's almost like whenever you take things to a physical place, that shouldn't be allowed. Do you think that Monique has learned from that and realizes that she took it too far?
Nope.
I hope so. I mean, I really can't, I don't know, because I've never really had a conversation on this. I've seen some doubling down on her reason behind it. So, yeah. I mean, I hope it would never happen again. I hope it is the lesson learned. Anytime that someone can press charges on you for something you did, like that should make you step back.
Yeah.
Reevaluate, right?
Yeah, and say, let me just simmer down and pull back and think twice before I react. So maybe in that sense, like, okay, yeah, I don't ever want to be in trouble legally. But I still kind of think that she feels like she was justified in what she did. So.
Another thing I want to say, you guys, before I get up off of here, is now the story is being flipped again into this whole narrative that, well, Giselle and Robyn, they just don't like Monique. Now, I can see what you guys are saying when it comes to Giselle. I do feel like Giselle is jealous of some aspects of Monique's life. I do see a thin layer of that. I do see that, okay? We're not going to play stupid and say that does not exist. But like I keep telling y'all, 2 and 3 things can be true. That can be true, and then they see, all of this flipping of the stories from Monique. Okay? And I specifically would like to speak to Robyn. I think that rubbed Robyn the wrong way. And a lot of people are like, well, Robyn isn't perfect. And look at this. And look, see, we keep flipping it to get the heat up off of Monique. Are you guys following me? We can't do that. Just because you all don't like people, that does not mean that what they're saying about Monique isn't true. Okay, and specifically, we can kind of see more or less with Robyn, because I don't really feel like Robyn is jealous of Monique's life like that. Yes, I feel like Robyn can be petty on the show, and she goes along too much with what Giselle be doing. I don't like the shit that she does with Karen. That's specifically what I don't like with Robyn. But on this Monique situation, I see a lot of things the way Robyn sees them, honestly, and I'm not Robyn's biggest fan on this show, but there are things, I do like about Robyn. I feel like Robyn has been pretty fair on this situation. And speaking about it, you know what I'm saying, and being honest and saying, hey, we weren't threatened when Candace, was waving that knife at Ashley, and I like her being, neutral, just telling the truth, telling what happened. That is what I'm getting from Robyn. I don't really know all of Giselle's intentions, but with Robyn, I don't feel like there's a hatred or jealousy towards Monique the way maybe it would be with Giselle. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this, how all this shit is being flipped around to protect Monique and her image. Don't forget, you guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out later.